Your attention, masters, mistresses. All systems functional for the Everything Geek podcast.
Hey, this is Rich McDonald, and I play Commander David Mason on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And you're listening to Everything Geek Podcast.
Hey, it's James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Plo Koon in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and you're listening to Everything Geek, the podcast.
Hey, it's Leif Gamfert. I played Uncle Ben's killer in The Amazing Spider-Man, and you're listening to the Everything Geek Podcast.
Hello, I'm Simon Fisherbecker. You probably know me better as Dorian Moldavar from Doctor Who, or the Fat Friar from Harry Potter. And this is Everything Geek Podcast.
Face it, Tiger. You just hit the jackpot with the Everything Geek Podcast.
You're listening to the Everything Geek Podcast, bringing you interviews from your favorite films and TV shows every week, and all of the latest news. Here's your host, Ruari Williamson.
Hello everyone, this is Ruari Williamson of the Everything Geek Podcast, presenting my interview from London Film and Comic Con with Frazer Diamond, best known for playing a Jawa in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Enjoy. Hello everyone, this is Ruari Williamson of the Everything Geek Podcast. I'm here at London Film and Comic Con with Frazer Diamond. How are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm jumping, actually. It's been very exciting. It's been a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Are you enjoying the event so far? What has been some of the standout moments for you?
Meeting you, of course, Ruari. I've been waiting to meet you for so long. I know you're on Facebook for a long time. Yeah, no, it's great. I just meeting so many people who I may have communicated with on social media, but never met in the flesh. This has just been great to come out and actually see people face to face. Super. Yeah, lovely. Love it. Love it. Plus, I'm a fan myself. So I've been running around other tables getting autographs and things, as my assistant at the table here will confirm. And yeah, I'm a fanboy, you know. I got so excited. My wife and I've just celebrated our 17th wedding anniversary. Sorry to
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. But I ended up buying her a replica wand from Harry Potter. I ran around to see Tonks, Natalia Teller, got it signed. That's my new collection begun right there. We want all the wands from Harry Potter signed. So yeah, I'm very much coming from the same place as you. I'm a fan, you know.
Kind of jealous. I think I'll have to start a Harry Potter wand collection.
Oh, no. I was there first. Let's be clear about this. The market's mine. No, you can't copy me.
I can't copy. I'll just do it quicker. That's not copying if you do it faster.
Oh dear.
But I heard there was an interesting story with you and Doctor Who actor Frazer Diamond. Would you like to talk about that?
Yes. There's a story going back right the way to when I was a child that I was actually named after Frazer Diamond, and I thought it was just a tall story in our family until, of all times, I bumped into Frazer at my father's funeral in 2004, and he confirmed this story that it was real, and it never really sunk in at the time. But then subsequently, I've been trying to catch up with all the ins and outs of my father's career over the years, because he worked on so many productions. He accrued over 1,000 film and television credits over the years. And so I was watching a Doctor Who DVD of The War Game, and Frazer Diamond was doing the commentary on it. And halfway through he goes, "Oh, that's Peter Diamond. I killed him so many times in Doctor Who, he named his son Frazer after me." Which... So it's like, wow, you know, you're watching this thing, it just blows you off your seat, doesn't it? And now I've come here today, and he's seated about 4 seats away here and confirmed the story yet again. He signed me a lovely photo. It's fantastic. And it's lovely to have that extra sort of geeky connection to the world of Doctor Who. I mean, my father did so much on those productions. But yeah, no, it's great. It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very interesting story you can keep for the rest of your life.
Certainly can, yes. No, lovely.
Yeah, and so how were you originally cast as a Jawa in A New Hope?
Nepotism, of course. From what I've heard, and you may find others will say this isn't the case, but I was under the impression that the Kurtz sisters, Gary Kurtz's daughters, they played Jawas, principal Jawas in the desert scenes over in Tunisia, but they couldn't, I think there was an issue, or they couldn't make filming in the UK or something, so they replaced the two sisters with two brothers, the sons of the stunt coordinator. That's myself and Warwick, and yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to dress up and run around at Elstree Studios for the best part of a week, dressed as Jawas. So we feature in the scenes inside the Sandcrawler. Specifically, there's the sequence where the door opens after the droids have been captured and reunited, and 3 Jawas run in, and they get steered around between all the droids. And I get led to the front by the Chief Jawa, played by Rusty Goff. I point my gun at 3PO, actually my immobilizer, I should say, at 3PO, and he throws up his hands and goes, "Oh, don't shoot." So one of the things I do when I've been signing today is I've been identifying myself as the Don't Shoot Jawa. It just makes it clear what I did if people are looking for me on the film, you know.
Yeah, definitely, because there is obviously sometimes suspicions, you know, if someone was really in the film or whether they're just making it up.
Suspicions with my beautiful hair still in place, looking exactly as I did when I was 7 years old, holding the gun in my left hand because I'm left-handed. No, that's me. There's no suspicions there.
Well, now I know the left-handed thing. That's useful to know for sure.
Left-handed thing's important.
Yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll just go and ask Gary Kurtz about that story. I have interviewed him before, but if I do again, I'll ask that for you.
Well, I say that is what I was kind of told at the time, but whether that's true, I mean, it's so long ago, and I was so young, so taking in all those sorts of details, I don't know. I just remember a very hushed conversation, secretive and surprising conversation between my mother and my father a few days before we were told we were doing this, and we had no idea what was going on, but you knew something was up. So they obviously had this big surprise to spring on us, you know.
Definitely. So your father, who you already mentioned, of course, Peter Diamond, legendary stunt coordinator on the original films. You got to spend a lot of time on the set of the original 3 films because of him. Did you expect that Star Wars would be as popular as it is today when you were on the 3 films?
Of course not. Of course, not with the first one. I remember we did the filming, went home and just got on with our day. Then we went to the premiere in the UK, and you suddenly went, "Oh, this is big. This is really big." And in fact, at the premiere, we were swamped. I remember coming out and just being swamped by press and crowds out there. It's actually quite scary for, you know, I was just a little kid, you know. But no, it's funny. I went back to school after filming, and people said, "Well, what have you done?" And I had a Star Wars T-shirt on. They were like, "Oh, okay. Well, what's that then?" And you go, "Oh, it's just a new film." Of course, a year later, once it's out, it's like, "Oh, this is Frazer. He was in Star Wars." You know, suddenly you're their best friend, aren't you? You know, and I still get that now. You know, it's still like, you know, "Oh, it's Frazer. Yeah, Utini. He was a Jawa." You know, it's just the way I'm introduced. So I kind of went through a period of almost resenting it because you wanted to say, "Look, I'm me underneath this." But now I just see how appreciative people are, and I've come to understand what an iconic character the Jawas were. In fact, all the characters in Star Wars have become. And yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's wonderful.
Definitely. So, like a lot of the fans, you've practically grown up on Star Wars because of your role in A New Hope, and obviously the connection with the stunt coordinator being your dad, obviously. Can you describe the impact that Star Wars has had on your life as a result, having, you know, appeared in it at just 7 years old?
Well, it's been amazing. What can I say? I'm here at Showmasters today because of it. Otherwise, you know, I would be here as a fan, maybe visiting, because I'd be rounding up people for my collection and props and pop vinyl and all of that. But yeah, to be actually sitting this side of the table opposite with you, I mean, that's extraordinary. And there's been so many things like that have gone over the years. You know, invitations to special events and things. It's just extraordinary for doing that little role all those years ago. Yeah, it's amazing. It shapes my life every day. There's not a day I don't wake up with Star Wars on the tip of my tongue, you know, in some conversation somewhere. It's lovely.
Definitely. I can definitely say the same in terms of the Star Wars songs in the head, of course. So, do you have any funny memories from A New Hope or the set of the other two films in particular from the originals?
Well, I guess the daftest was before we'd shot our initial scene inside the Sandcrawler. I was speaking to Rusty Goff, and bear in mind we're talking 7, just turned 8 years old at the time, and he showed me a little stupid shuffle, and he said, "Oh, this is what Jawas do," and so my brother and I were copying it, but I didn't realise they were joking. So of course we don't come to shoot that scene, and what do? Action, I shuffle on like an idiot, and it's cut, retake, quiet word in the ear, not supposed to shuffle, what an idiot. But I didn't know, But that's Rusty. I think he plays a lot of games like that. I mean, I've not seen him for a long time, but a lot of people tell me he's always fooling around and...
Definitely some funny pranks on Star Wars then. So finally, do you have anything coming up that you would like to talk about?
No, it'd be nice to say there's another event in the pipeline. That's always good. No, at the moment I have irons in the fire. Let's put it this way. I write and I draw for a living. Everyone says this, but I have got a few projects that are bubbling. It'd be lovely if they came to fruition, and then I'd be happy to talk to them. But at the moment, it's all just speculation. So I think we'll leave it at that for now.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
You are most welcome, Rory.
Make sure to check out the podcast links. Check out our website, website.everythinggeekpodcast.com/EGP. Check out our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/everythinggeekpodcast. Check out our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/user/everythinggeekcast. Check us out on Twitter, twitter.com/everythinggeekp. Check us out on Instagram, instagram.com/official everythinggeekpodcast. Check out our Mixcloud profile, www.mixcloud.com/everythinggeekpodcast. Email us at the following email, everythinggeekpodcast@gmail.com. Check out our companion podcast, Everything Geek Comiccast, www.facebook.com/everythinggeekcomiccast. Make sure to check out the hosts' YouTube channels. Mine is www.youtube.com/user/Separatist Check out Frazer Diamond's website, www.frazerdiamond.co.uk/Jawa, and check out channel 1138 where we broadcast live from, www.channel1138.com. So geeks out, everyone.
Well, Rory, I have to admit it was rather accidental. I had hoped to be working in documentary film in the UK in the 70s, and I ended up doing a fair amount of stage work as a musician. And
I was at the bottom of that ramp at the time. I'd love to be able to find out who the other guy is, but he was an older guy. I suspect he's no longer with us. But I was quite young at the time, so I'm still here. Yeah. I mean, it's